everybody, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and I have a beautiful card I'm going to share with you guys today. This is one of the stamp sets that I just did a video on for a pre-order, the holiday catalog. This is my favorite stamp set by far that was in that catalog. You're going to see a lot of cards made by me with the stamp set. I am in love. It's two-step stamping, and they're made to not look, it's kind of like a watercolor look is what we're going for. So I'll put that to the side and tell you guys what you're going to need when you can order them. If you need a catalog, you can just send me an email at lbmd07@gmail.com. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator and get a catalog in the mail. I will be mailing them out next week to my current customers. So the way that works is if you have spent $50 with me in the last 6 months in my online store, you'll get a catalog. So the stamp set is Painted Harvest. I think I accidentally called this Painted Autumn when I did the other video, but it's Painted Harvest. And then if you bundle it with the punch, you receive a 10% discount on the bundle. And then my card base that I used is Cajun Craze. So I'm just going to do that really quick with my bone folder. Then I have a piece of Peekaboo Peach. This piece is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla that is cut at 5 by 3 3/4, and then I have a scrap piece that I'm going to use to punch out the leaves. The inks that I'm going to use are Garden Green, Crushed Curry, Peekaboo Peach, and Cajun Craze. So those are our ink sets. And then I'm also going to use the burlap ribbon. Okay, so let me just protect my work surface, and this also helps take the glare off of the tabletop for you guys. And then I've got some scrap pieces of paper here, grid paper, because we have to stamp off on a few of these. This is, I got this on Amazon. I cannot remember the name of it. I wanted to say Range or something, but I can't remember the name of it. But you can clean it, you can wash it up really easily, and this is good for like inks. You'll see the ink will wipe right up if I get any ink on this. So the first thing I am going to tell you two guys in the card, I did the Crushed Curry and Peekaboo Peach here, and then that's what I did when I popped that one out. I'm going to change that up and do this one in the Crushed Curry. It's going to be this one, and Peekaboo Peach. So that way I'm going to have an orange one here and an orange one there, and then the yellow one in the middle. So that's the only thing I'm going to change up on this card. So the first thing we're going to do is let's grab the, we're going to do the lightest color first. So we'll do the Peekaboo Peach. And so we'll just, and you're going to light ink up the one that it's kind of the more flat if you're looking at the stamps. And I do think they might have them even listed in here as 1 and 2. But I don't, nope, I don't guess they do. So anyway, it would be this one. If you're looking at your images, this is the one right here. And then this one is like the more detailed, so that's the one we're going to use last. So we're going to ink this one up in Peekaboo Peach. We're just going to stamp it right there in the corner. And then we'll do this one again. We're going to do this one right up here in this corner. And then we're going to clean that stamp off. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to grab, hold on just a second. I need a bigger piece. We'll just use that one. We need a piece for the flower that we're going to fussy cut out, that we're going to stamp. So let's just get rid, well, actually, we'll leave that open. I'm going to clean that stamp set. We'll open up our, and these two are such light that I don't think it's really going to matter which one you do first, but I'm going to do the Peekaboo Peach. So this is going to be the one that we fussy cut out. So we'll just stamp that. I just wanted to try to get all the Peekaboo Peach done so I could be done and close that up. Okay, now we'll move in with the more detailed stamp. And I'm just going to do that in the crushed curry. And I am going to wipe that centerpiece because I don't want to have ink on that. Let me get that out of the way now. So just ink that up, and then you're just going to stamp that down like that. Okay, that's the one we're going to cut out, remember. Then we're going to bring this piece back in, clean my stamp off, and then we're going to use the Cajun Craze. And we'll just do that and do that. I love those two colors together. Then we will take the little circle that's in the stamp set and we are going to ink that up in the Daffodil Delight, and then we'll do this one, clean our stamp off, and then I'm going to go in with Cajun Craze for the one we're going to fussy cut out. And we'll just ink that up in the middle. Okay. Now we'll set that one to the side because we're going to fussy cut that out in just a little bit. And got a little something there on my paper. I'm going to go ahead and grab our sentiment. Well, I think I'm going to wait because we have to do our leaves first. So let's do that first. You just want to be mindful that you have, let's go ahead and put the sentiment on. I just want to make sure that I don't get overzealous and stamp all around, and then at the end I can't put my sentiment on there. So we're going to ink this up in, I'm sorry, that's crushed curry. I thought when I said Daffodil Delight that was not the right color. So let's just go ahead and put this down. That way we have it and we can stamp around it and not be worrisome. Okay, and you'll see what I mean here in just a second when we start. Okay, now we have the garden green. And what you want to do is, again, take the stamp that has the, and I have to look at them, yep, it's this one. This one here, it's kind of more like the flat. So if you're looking at it on your paper, we're going to do this one first. So it's that one right there. You can kind of see when you look on the paper, this one's going to have more of a detailed image. And we're just going to ink this up in garden green, and then we're going to stamp off, and then we're just going to come in randomly. Always remember to stamp off and put our leaves. Make sure you don't get any on your sentiment. And you can put these wherever, and that's fine there that it doesn't pick up that ink there. That's the way the stamp set is supposed to look. So that is not bothering me at all. Let me brush that off a little bit. Okay, I think that is probably good for that. Then we'll go back in with the more detailed stamp, ink it up, and don't stamp off. And then you just go back in over where you just stamped, like so. Okay. I just love the stamp set. we'll put this over to the side, and then we're going to bring this piece in. But first, before we do that, move it out of the way, we're going to have to take these off, and I'll just put them right back where they belong so I don't lose them. And I put that one on the wrong one, so let's move them where they go so I don't get them mixed up in the future. Then we're going to grab these two leaves, and these, I think you guys will see better what I'm talking about on the detailed. That one's kind of off to the side. So see, that one is the flat, more flat design. This one is more detailed. So we're going to use this one first. And on this one, we do the same thing. We're going to ink it up, and I'm going to do it 3 times. Stamp off, and we're going to do that. And then we'll ink it up, the other stamp, and just stamp right over top of that. And then I'm just going to grab the punch. We're going to line it up like that and pop that out. Let's do it again. Ink it up, stamp off, and do one there. Ink it up, stamp off, and do one there. And then we'll ink up without stamping off, and put that one there, and put that one there. And then we'll just punch these two out. It's going to kind of be hard for me to hold that one because I'm right-handed and I can't get that turned. There we go. Okay, so we did that one 3 times. Now I'm going to pause the video really quick because I have to fussy cut this out, and I'm sure you guys don't want to sit and just watch me cut this out. So in case you don't know, I'll show you really quick. The easiest way to do it is to make less that you have to cut. So I always like to trim mine down, and then I just started and just go, and it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be precise, but it's going to be just as good anyway. So this is all I'm going to do, is back and forth all the way around the flower. Okay, so let me pause it and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I have it all cut out. Now let's just, before I continue though, I am going to wipe up that ink I saw right there, just because this mat is kind of for that and I don't want to lay my card down on it and transfer the ink. So let's grab our little petals, and we will grab, trying to think what kind of ink I want to use, or I think I'm just going to use some snail. So we'll just put one flower there, or leaf, I'm sorry, it's not a flower, one there, and then across from it, we'll just do one right there like that, okay? I'm going to grab some dimensionals, and I liked to put my dimensionals right over where I had stuck the petals down to kind of help secure them to stay on. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere, but okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is take some of our burlap ribbon, and I didn't even measure it off, I just did that, and then I cut it right down the middle like so, and then I'm just going to double it kind of like that, and this will fray, as you can see right there. That piece frayed, but I'm fine with that. Doesn't bother me at all. So let's kind of figure out where we're going to want this on our card, how we're going to position it. I kind of think I like that. So then I'm going to take some snail and I'm just going to put it a few pieces right there on the back. And then I'm going to put that piece down like that. And I am going to just kind of cut those at a point like that. And then I will do the same thing here. Like that. And then we're going to cut those off at an angle. Okay, let me move that out of the way, get all my trash over there. Now, excuse me, I'm going to take a dimensional and put right there on the back of those. That'll also help those just kind of stay in place. And then we'll just pick the backing off the dimensional. Okay, go all the way around. I think that one I didn't get. Okay. And then if you wanted to, now it's going to stick to my finger, if you wanted to, you could put the mini dimensionals on the back of the petals, the leaf petals, but I'm fine. Okay, let's see, this one kind of moved. So I'm going to bring it just kind of over that way a little bit so it's a little bit closer before I put it on there. And then we'll just pop that down like that. And like I said, you could do, if you really wanted the leaves to, the petals there on the leaves to pop up, you could put the mini dimensionals that we have on the back of there, but I'm not going to. Okay, so then we'll just take some snail, put on the back of our Peekaboo Peach, and put that down like there. And then we'll do the same thing on this piece. Now I won't be able to put the stamp set on my blog as the supply list like I normally do, because you guys can't order that till the 1st of September, but I will link everything else on my blog, and then you guys can, you will know that it's what stamp set it was that I used in the future in case you want to duplicate this card. So there you guys go. I hope you like it. I hope you like the stamp set as much as I do. I am absolutely in love with it. I have another card already made and ideas for future ones with this stamp set, so stay tuned for that. And like I said, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like a catalog, all you have to do is send me an email at lbmd07@gmail.com, request a catalog, and I will put it in the mail for you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by.